Hello, I'm Jiahui. I'm an audio producer for video games. In September, me and a team of talented people create a 2D platformer game for GB Jam 12 Game Jam with Game Boy pixel art style and spooky theme. As an audio producer for the game, I feel it is worth sharing the thoughts of how audio interact with game design by using Wwise and Unity. The player can choose which level to play in the menu. If you pass the level, you can choose to continue to the next level or back to the main menu. Our protagonist is a cute female vampire called Lumina who needs to escape the chasing from the enemy Illuminator. In the game, Lumina can run, jump, duck, dodge, and pick up the blood from the ground. She will be killed by the light from Illuminator, the light from the human world, and the spikes on the ground. Players can win after escaping individual levels, or if you're ambitious, you can aim for passing all the three. Okay, after understanding the basic game design, let's talk about audio. We need theme music to reflect the different scenario and vibe in three levels, which are graveyard, hospital, and church. We also need music for indicating the player's state, like win or lose the game. In our original design, Lumina will lose control if she touches a garlic on the ground, and become a mindless beast if she picks up so much blood through the journey. These two mechanics are removed because we are running out of time for production. For the sound design, we have jump and duck. Let's start with implementing theme music in Wwise. Under interactive music hierarchy, I created a work unit called music. There is a music switch container called gbjam_music, a playlist container for lose control and mindless, and the music segment called stingers. The reason I built this structure is based on the logic of music playback rules in the game. Open up the music switch container, we can find the music playlist container for church, graveyard, hospital, lose, win, and menu. Under each playlist container, there are music segments where we put segments into the playlist and define the order in which segments will play. For example, under the graveyard playlist, there are two segments, intro and graveyard theme music. Right now, it is in sequence continuous mode, which means we will hear intro and then graveyard theme music. We can define how many times each segment plays back to back from loop count. Since I just want to hear the intro once and theme music will loop as long as the player stays in that level, I set 1 for intro loop count and infinite for theme music. For other theme music, we want loop count to be infinite as well. For lose and win, since we want to have instant and straightforward cue for game state, they will play just once. For the menu, we want to give player time to decide which level they want to play, so it is infinite as well. We need to set up game states in the Game Syncs menu. States is a tool to apply audio changes in response to changes in the game. Except for the game state we just talked about, I create a state called stop music, just in case it will be used in the future for testing and debugging with Unity. Next, how can we connect game states with certain music tracks? Let's go back to GBJam Music Switch container. In the music switch, we can find path, which lists all the game states we just created. And what we can do is just dragging all the music playlist container to the matched path. In order to trigger the music play and state changes, we need to create events. Wwise uses events to drive the audio in the game. Events apply actions to the different sound objects or object groups. For example, I have events called music, which execute the playback rules in the music switch container called GBJam Music. As you can see, the type of event is play. The event type for set state is telling us the game state of a player at that moment. We start with menu state, because menu music is the first track being heard at the very beginning. There are events for setting new states, and they will be triggered on the fly. Notice that we also have a stop event type. It is for preventing theme music from overlapping each other. The sequence of execution is from top to down, which means when player finish level 1 and enters to level 2, the music events will stop the previous theme music, set a new state, and play the certain playlist which we just mapped out in Music Switch. For win and lose music, I created individual events for them. The reason I create them instead of using just one music event is that the game level is not linear. If I have individual event for controlling lose and win music, separating from other theme music, it will be logically cleaner when I implement the code in Unity. We want a smooth transition when music tracks are played from one to another. Therefore, we have faded out from the exit source and fade in to the destination source. Also, when the music changes from one to another, we want the immediate switch along with the music tempo, so exit source at next beat. Last but not the least, let's test our music system. I have already put all relevant events in Soundcaster. When we trigger the music event, the menu soundscape is playing. After player goes into level 1, graveyard music will play. Level 2, Hospital. Level 3, Church. Players might lose at any time of the game, or win in the end.